TheAnimeMan situation is very concerning. Oh, is it from the previous video that we watched? I guess it's pretty much, taken too far, but let's get it.
Hey, what's up guys, Surf here. So in this video, I'll be talking about the situation involving Joey the Anime Man, a YouTuber who is currently facing a lot of backlash from tourists on social media because he responded to a viral TikTok and people are not happy with his response. Now, it's 2026, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised that a TikTok featuring a woman cosplaying as Princess Bubblegum, complaining about anime needing more female protagonists, is getting a lot of support.
Alright, like I swear, like a lot of like fans from Cartoon Network, especially for like popular shows like Adventure Time, Steven Universe, like all those types of shows. Like no hate to the shows, but to the fandoms, like to the fans itself, like it's like at the point where their takes are absolutely garbage, and somehow they would try to like lump their standards when it comes to cartoons to anime. Yo, just keep watching more cartoons, and if you got like a good take or a good take about anime and shit, then say it. If it's a bad take, then shut up.
Support on that platform, but Joey the Anime Man would respond and provide a very long list of anime featuring female protagonists and other female characters in prominent roles, really featured in prominent anime. Like, he's just touching the surface and people are really upset. Now, of course, Joey is a part of Trash Taste, and that is a podcast that myself and many others have been very critical of over the years for their trash takes on many things. But you know what? Give credit where credit is due. In this situation, Joey provided a very good response to this viral TikTok, and this post right here on Twitter sharing the related response from Joey has gone viral. Let's hear.
Bro, we need more animes with female protagonists, woman who has watched 5 anime series in her life. Well, I guess like she is more more on the Western cartoon sides than actually watching anime. So like imagine like how many hours like is she watching on Adventure Time or any other cartoons that she watches instead of watching anime and then giving a take about anime.
What he has to say in response.
My anime hot take is that we need more female protagonists.
Enough said. Sailor Moon, Madoka Magica, those are the obvious ones. Serial Experiments Lane, Girl Who Leapt Through Time, Kill la Kill, Kanan, Ogo Proxy, Claymore, Youjo Senki, Ghost in the Shell, Violet Evergarden, Azumanga Daioh, Maiden Abyss, Nana, Shoujo Kakume Utena, Yona of the Dawn, Ascendance of a Bookworm, Psycho Pass, Black Lagoon, Certain Scientific Railgun, Haibana Denmechi, Hayafuru, My Neighbor Totoro, Little Witch Academia, Hibiki Euphonium,
Bangers.
Ancient Magus Bride, Nichijou, Blood Plus, Blood Sea, Kara no Kyokai, Kiki's Delivery Service, House Moving Castle, Nausicaä, Spirited Away, Suzumiya Haruhi no Yutsu, Soul on a Free Reign, Lovely Complex, Fruits Basket, Princess Tutu, Perfect Blue, Oran High School Host Club, Carol and Tuesday, Apothecary Diaries, Bocce the Rock, Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, Dead Demons, Dead Destruction, Ghost Sick, Wolf Children, Georgia Part 6, Moribito, Shirobako, Bloom Into You, Kino no Tabi, Humanity Has Declined, Slayers, Uma Musume. Damn. I guess we do need more female anime protagonists, huh?
So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. This TikTok is making a claim that there's not a lot of anime out there with female protagonists, and Joey would respond providing a list of many different anime with female protagonists. And I would assume, given his knowledge of anime, he could list a lot more, but for the sake of
then again though, like that's why he's called the Anime Man. Like, he's been doing this for years. Yo, I still remember like I was in elementary, and he would just post a video about like a anime analysis on like new shows, new anime. Up until this day, I don't know like if he still continues covering like anime analysis, but I don't know, like it's been a while. It's been like years.
Short form content, that is what he provided. Now, how did social media respond to not only Joey but also this post sharing the related TikTok? Well, not very well, but they start off with this saying he thinks he's funny with a screenshot of Joey listing Bocchi the Rock with a screenshot of K-On! And they say he thinks he's funny. Quite frankly, I think that's like the funniest.
Yo. It's kind of a hot take, but I prefer K-On! Than Bocchi the Rock. Yeah, like there's a couple of good scenes in Bocchi the Rock, but you can't beat classics like K-On! If you're talking about like schoolgirl rock band, now K-On! Takes the cake.
This thing he's done in a very long time. But then you see the posts really showing their true colors. This individual saying, no real human beings have watched more than 5 animes from this list.
Right? I think I pretty much watch probably around like 8. If I'm correct, I guess like I counted how many animes that I watched, then all I could say is I watched 8. So basically I'm not a real human. Well, technically, I'm not. I'm a demon. well, hey. At least I know my shit. I know elite ball knowledge of anime.
Tourist. Yeah, we identified the tourist. So this person is claiming no real human being has seen more than 5 anime from the list.
And another thing. They never met a One Piece fan. They have never met a true One Piece fan that actually watches the entire, like all episodes. We're talking about like thousands of episodes. They haven't met a One Piece fan. Yep. If they do, they get their minds blown.
That Joey provided. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, please respond, leave a comment. If you've seen more than 5 anime from this list, provide the anime you've watched from this list and show that this individual is completely wrong. This is peak tourist behavior, but it gets so much worse. So then you have users like this saying, I genuinely groan whenever I see that MF, whenever he decides to be a weirdo on the internet. Well, number one,
tourist. Absolute tourist. Oh my gosh, man. It's like the same thing years ago when other people's, or basically normies, when they spot you watching anime out in the open, or especially when you're watching anime in the classroom during like lunchtime or recess, they will just call you a weirdo, or they will just call you an otaku and nerd, or any other like bad names they call you like a long time ago. Yep, I am sensing this kind of energy. I remember this energy from back then until now, like with this Twitter user right here.
Your feed is reflected changes by the algorithm, meaning if you keep consuming people you hate, that is what your algorithm is going to show you. Therefore, that's why you have this on your timeline, despite, I guess, hating this weirdo. And also, speaking of weirdos on the internet, thank you for your opinion, Yowie.
Oh, okay, Midwestern to hell. Oh, yep. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, Yowie. Okay, sure. And commissions open.
Jail priest with a bunch of activism in their body.
Wait, what does the watermelon mean? Yo, anyone in the chat, tell me what is the watermelon mean? I don't get it.
This is the modern they/she anime fan from 2026 who is judging you for actually consuming anime. But here's another one saying, get this predator off my timeline, okay, bro. Man. He talks like the human nerd emoji. I physically cringe in disgust when he puts his glasses on trying to look cool. Very interesting. Again, average tourist behavior, labeling someone as a predator over anime, while of course being a massive hypocrite themselves. You just take a quick look at their account, and one of their recent reposts is arts from Panty and Stocking, which of course is an anime that is hypersexualized, featuring high school age students, making this person what? By their own standard? I know I really...
Bro, like not even like it's a repost as well. Ooh, okay.
Beaten this stuff to death recently, but a lot of people have been spouting off about anime, trying to label people as predators over the medium while being hypocrites themselves, but it just keeps happening, and like, what else am I supposed to do other than just shine a light on this hypocrisy? But let's continue on. Another quote saying, one of these characters is a grown man reincarnated as a fascist. Put that loser in a brazen bowl already.
It's like they're talking about Saga to Tanya the Evil. You know, Tanya the Guruchav? Yeah. Former, like, here's ball knowledge. Former HR, I guess like HR employee or manager, but still former HR person, got pushed in front of a train, get to communicate with Being X, and he got reincarnated as a apparently a young girl, and then she got enlisted into the army, especially with the magic corps, and then basically she went up the ranks until oh my gosh, I forgot, like, is she a no, not a commander, more like a captain of the magic squad. But holy shit, man, like the action scenes is top, like peak, and also with the I guess with the movie as well. Great show, or
wow.
Great anime.
Some more conventional 2026 anime fan behavior right here. Threatening violence and wishing harm upon someone for doing what exactly, by the way? Answering a question. Okay, this TikTok was making the claim that there's not a lot of anime with female protagonists, and Joey responds with a list contradicting that claim, and now you want him to die.
Whoa.
What are we doing? What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? But of course, all of this is just a very simple TikTok. Problem raised, response provided, and people are crashing out. In fact, they're crashing out so hard, they're trying to community note the related post. What? You can see the original poster saying,
okay, holy crap, these losers are tying to community note. Community note my retweet because I joke she only watched 5 anime. It's still my opinion, and that she hasn't watched much anime. The added context from the interview doesn't make what she said anymore veiled. There are much more than some anime with female protagonists.
Holy crap, these losers are trying to note my retweet because I joked she only watched 5 anime. It's still my opinion that she hasn't watched much anime. And of course, people are very mad in the quotes, saying, she said more, dummy. Do you know what more means? I think we all know what she meant, okay? She was making a very blanket statement about anime, trying to say there's not a lot of anime with female protagonists.
And I guess, like, as I said before from the previous video, like, I pretty much watched the previous video about this topic. What I mean to say is that from the previous video is that probably that she meant what she meant by more is not only female representation or female protagonists, probably with a lot of representation as well. Yeah, they like, she wants to have like the same treatment from Western cartoons to anime, like Japanese anime, Eastern cartoons. Yo, no, we don't want that here. We're gonna protect our anime. We don't want the anime studios to bend the knee because of you don't like what you see, or if if you want prefer have it this way. No, you are just a minority, and you're not part of the market, even though like you contribute less into the anime market. But you know what really happens. They will just listen to the majority of the audience that are actual fans of each anime, and they like hopefully they will not bend the knee. Hopefully.
And he responded, but this post would get 84,000 likes, ladies and gentlemen. Here's another one saying, blatantly misogynistic. If you think her saying there needs to be more female protagonists means that she hasn't seen any anime with female protagonists, what are we doing here? Genuinely. Yep, they brought out the big M word, misogynistic, but it gets worse. Another quote saying, imagine trying to prove that anime has female protagonists by going all the way back to the 90s. For examples, if you can't name 10 anime from 2026 with female protagonists, there's an issue.
Wow. Alright, like here's the thing. If you're gonna talk about anime, of course it's gonna be less because it like making anime to begin with is time consuming. It will be like bi-weekly, and it requires like major funding. But if you're gonna dig harder enough, like not not limit yourself to only anime, there's a lot of manga and light novels that are not even like anime adapted, but there are a lot of stories, like a lot of manga, a lot of light novels that has female protagonists. And most of the times, like even if like their story is great, like the chances of some certain mangas or light novels will become like anime, will get their anime adaptations, is a little bit more rare side, because it depends on the anime studio if they really want to commit making that manga or light novel to become like an anime series, or probably make a pilot episode from it. So yeah, like it's like it's anime is kind of less, but if you're gonna not limit yourself to only anime, and just by like looking hard enough for other resources, other media, you can definitely see there's a lot of female protagonists. I promise you that. Even if like on like I swear on the isekai as well, isekai, villainous, and like the villainous and also princess as well. Like if you want, wait, what is that genre where it's like it's the opposite of shonen, but not on like more on action, it's more on like romance, rom-com, stuff like that. Yeah, there's a genre for that as well, where all like most of the times in that certain genre is mostly female, or probably all of it is mostly female protagonists.
Well, first of all, I'm pretty sure people could. And second of all, if you're shaming someone for bringing up examples of anime from the 90s in a bad way, tourist. Again.
Reek of tourists.
Like these people, I blame COVID. That's right, I blame COVID, ladies and gentlemen. This is a...
Yo, actually true. Actually true. Like imagine like if COVID never happened, we will still have our own world and the normies have their own side. Like it's basically like pre-COVID, we have like different worlds. Like we have different spheres of entertainment media, where like normies would just stick to Instagram, YouTube. Like they prefer like IRL content back then, and we as weebs, otakus, anime enthusiasts, we have our own sphere where like we get like less tourists. And even if like we get like new anime fans, they won't even like question, or they won't even like demand more. Like, oh my gosh, like I want this, I want more of that, like I want more of this, more of that from the anime that I watch. And later on they'll just entirely hated it. But like during COVID, like a lot of people would be, isolated inside their homes and they have nothing to do. That's why they dip their toes in the anime scene, and then they have like no idea, like what they have no idea like what's the gist of the anime itself. Like watching shows, probably they will just watch it on Netflix or on Crunchyroll because like they never know where to start watching anime. Like back then, like pre-COVID, era where you can just watch anime on the channel on your TV, not on streaming sites. I remember that time.
A very, very big problem, but let's move on to the next quote, saying this is mansplaining, not just
here we go.
misogyny, but mansplaining as well. This is
like, holy shit. Bro, like with the flags and shit, man. Yeah, you definitely know like this Twitter user is pretty much problematic to begin with, and with the with a simple scapegoat, mansplaining.
is a man who believes he knows more than you and will not let his knowledge on anime go unnoticed. Imagine being this individual.
Holy.
Telling people to stop mansplaining. The bio?
Bro, especially with ACAB and Kami. Oh man. She must be fun at parties.
The quote. The jokes write themselves. Also, a Kami LARPer. Many such cases. But here's another quote saying, now list all male protagonists and wonder why women want more female protagonists. It's really amazing how just an opinion gets ridiculed by incels. Oh, ding, 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 another buzzword. Because God forbid women like watching anime as well. We get it. You hate seeing women unless they're there for fan service.
Holy shit, is that a fairy tale profile pic?
There's no way you're talking about that. Look at the profile picture of the person saying this.
Lucy.
Are you kidding me? Is there no self-awareness among these users? No, there's none.
Shame.
Let's move on to another one saying, she's not wrong, he literally just cited unknown animes. He cited unknown animes. Yeah, guys, nobody's ever heard of the anime that Joey listed. Yet no serious anime fan has ever heard of these niche, obscure anime. This is...
Bro, what? Unknown anime? Like, there's some anime that are so overrated. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, there's anime that actually won awards. What? Bro, actual tourist anime enjoying LARPer. What the
This
fuck?
is tourism on steroids,
Final
ladies
boss.
and gentlemen. But let's move on to another one. Every time I see video...
But hold on, back up. Then again though, like, this Twitter user right here is a fan of Game of Thrones. What do they know about anime? They pretty much like watch like all seasons of Game of Thrones all their life. Holy.
Move on to another one. Every time I see videos like these, I'm reminded that Anime Expo post where all the men were forced to mingle amongst themselves at speed dating events because no women showed up.
What?
I mean, I guess that like sucks for them. Like, what is your point here? Genuinely, what is your point? I don't get it. But here's another one saying, incels, Casey
Another
Toronto,
one.
having a problem with women saying we need more female anime protagonists, and a dude who loves lollies twisting her words. And
Yo, at this point, like, I swear to God, like a lot of them who actually spams incels, misogynists, or even like I don't know, like quote unquote slurs to make fun of men. Bro, like that's pretty much like how Casey Tron would talk. Like, I swear, like can we make like Casey Tron the new Karen on Twitter? Like like if we get like this type of Twitter user, yo, like stop being a Casey Tron. Casey Tron alert. Oh my god.
Beginning to list animes. Why do they all say animes? It's crazy.
Animes.
Like, pet peeve, but anyways. Like, we know you losers don't want more female protagonists. That is not true. Introduce an anime with a likable female protagonist, and anime fans are very happy. In fact, they're more happy in most cases, but this is peak tourism, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm glad that Joey responded very appropriately, and I'm glad that people are crashing out because, well, we could farm their responses for a video. But anyways, that's going to do this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing, and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live on YouTube. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Yo, great video from Rev. But holy shit, man. Like a lot of tourists these days, especially that they always complain about anime, are the type of people that don't even watch anime to begin with. Like most of them, or like not all of them, but most of them will just watch like other shows that are not anime. Like in others, like they will watch like Western cartoons such as Steven Universe, Adventure Time, and many such cases where they will just, you know, like they will just put their expectations where the standard doesn't meet like Western cartoons versus Eastern cartoons. Yeah, we don't want that here. You enjoy your cartoons, we enjoy our anime. You have no right to, you know, like to complain, even though like you have no ball knowledge of anime to begin with. Like holy shit, like that. Like from the user who says like a lot of our unknown anime, bro. Yeah, that's some like peak level tourism. Like as I said before, like those types of anime are like I would there's some that I would consider like overrated because how popular that anime during that time of their premiere, and like a lot of people talk about it, you know. Like there's some anime as well that actually won awards. No kidding. No freaking kidding. Because of like best story, best like I know, like I forgot like the categories of it, but there's some like best stories overall. Like I could vouch like Violet Evergarden to have like the best stories ever. And also, yeah, same goes for like a likable female protagonist as well. I put all my chips on Violet Evergarden. Yep. But yeah, like never really take all, like when it comes to like these types of quote unquote tourists, I will always put all the salt in their takes. Like I will just disregard all of it. Not a pinch of salt, the entire salt shaker. Frick the tourist, man.